The first thought that I had when I read the script was that, listen, this is one gutsy, ballsy film. And, I've always done roles that are very correct. I've always played girls that are very self-righteous and right. And this one wasn't. Kitty makes some mistakes, Dolly makes some mistakes. And I think it's the most real representation of a girl um, uh, that I've seen on in Indian cinema. So that's something that really excited me. Apart from the fact that I wanted to work with Balaji and Halamkrita, and this was a great way for us to collaborate. I think it was very exciting for us to uh, kind of collaborate for this story. It's a team that's completely helmed by women, and I think that too was a very big carrot for me to get on board. Listen, I'm a fan. I have been Coco's fan like since Mr. and Mrs. Iyer. I think right from the start of her career, she kind of carved a niche for herself, and not many people have been able to kind of take that space. I loved her in Wake Up Sid. So when I finally was told that she will be playing Dolly, I was extremely excited and very nervous because it honestly was a fan moment for me, and there was so much pressure because she is one of the finest actors in India. And I feel like what she has done with Dolly, for me, this is one of her best performances. So you can only imagine what she must have done in the film. I think we don't have many scenes together, but whatever scenes we've done together, I think for me especially, are my best scenes in the film. Just the give and take of energy that both of us had. Our relationship in the film is very complicated, but yet we are each other's safety net. And I think off screen, our relationship wasn't very complicated because Coco is a very easy person. We would like talk about things, discuss things, and just small little, you kind of know when your co-star is looking out for you, and it's. I think the love and respect was mutual. We would sit, we would talk, we have a lot of things in common, so that was great. And I think most of the time I was just in awe of her. I really admire her, and I also admire the filmmaker that she is because her directorial film was. I loved her film, and as you can see, I clearly adore her. My lockdown schedule has really kind of gone through an evolution of its own. It started off with me not doing anything, honestly, because the last year was very hectic, and I was, constantly shooting till the 21st of March when we came back and the lockdown happened. And it was doing nothing. And then I was like, you know what, let's try and be a little productive. But that also didn't really happen. I tried cooking, I tried doing a whole bunch of things. But then I think my schedule literally has been not having a schedule. The only thing that's been kind of constant has been getting a workout in. There have been days when I would wake up at like 6 a.m. because I am a morning person, but then suddenly I saw myself sleeping at 2 a.m. So it was like major confusion. But just generally, my lockdown consisted of a lot of time with my family, getting a workout in with my sister as often as possible. There was one thing that we all did all the time was that we ate all our meals together, which was great, and then we kind of retired into our own rooms. And yeah, that's pretty much what my schedule was. No discipline whatsoever. I think it's probably the first time in my life that I've been like so not disciplined. I think Casablanca. I love classics, and it's such a beautiful romantic film. I love Casablanca. But if I have to think of a Hindi film, I have two. Kal Ho Na Ho and Rang De Basanti. I love Rang De Basanti. I just love it. It's a film that makes me cry every time. There's a lot of content that I've been actually consuming, but what I actually watched in one night was Masaba. Masaba, loved it. I've just finished The Social Dilemma. So, so, so good. And another show that I am completely addicted to is The Politician. What a fantastic cast and what a fun show. I think Gully Boy because I just love the world Zoya created. I was blown away by what the team had done. I really enjoyed Gully Boy and Devdas. I'm such a big Sanjay Leela Bhansali fan. Either of the parts in Devdas, it's one of my all-time favorites. It's a good 40 minutes in the morning. I wake up, I have two glasses of warm water. One glass has half a lemon in it. And then I have my aloe vera gel. And then I do like this 10-minute face massage. It's something that I kind of incorporated over during the lockdown because clearly we had a lot of time, but it's something that I really enjoy. So just kind of is a lymphatic drainage face massage. And then I start off with my regular day. And usually the first thing that I do after I wake up is I go work out. So my first 2 hours in the day are pretty much this. So I think it's the ring that I wear. This was my dad's ring, and it's I obviously is I'm very emotionally attached to it, and it means a lot because he wore this all his life, and now I'm wearing it, and I just feel like I feel more connected to him. So it has to be this. I don't like wearing a lot of different textures together. There was a phase where people wore like there were polka dots, there were like horizontal lines, vertical lines. There was so much texture happening together, and especially for the kind of body type that I had, it would just look so bad. So I think that's something that I don't really enjoy. And low-waisted trousers. There was a phase where our jeans were so low-waisted, most uncomfortable thing ever. I hope it never happens again. I think I would like to be remembered as a person who truly brought about a change, not just in cinema, but generally with whatever work I do. I really hope that my work has a huge impact. And my Twitter bio also says that, I aim to be a future leader, not just by future leader, I mean, I just want to lead people into being a part of a better world. And definitely, I want to be remembered for all the climate connected work that I do. I would like to tell them that, these are really tough times. It's very important to be compassionate towards people. It's very important to be happy and spread happiness and not be this negative and mean and just so harsh with people. The world is going through a very, very tough time. Um, it's just globally, we all are suffering and we all are in this experience together. Let's just be nice, spread kindness, be kind to people, be kind to the environment, be kind to nature, to animals. And yeah, I think that's the most important message. And of course, please be safe. I think a lot of people have kind of just eased out to the idea of the virus and they feel like it's not dangerous anymore. I think that's just so not true. In our country, especially, we are recording some really high numbers, and it's very important to wear a mask and it's very important to maintain social distancing. So, yeah,